Hi guys. So, I haven't posted all week. Sorry about that. I figured nobody wanted the overly long tale of woe that has been this week. It has been alternately slow and yet fast. Um, we've made it through um, with a lot of help. We definitely made it through. Um, and we are finally getting to the point where we no longer have to eat ramen, oatmeal, and breakfast for dinner. Tomorrow, well, technically here in about half an hour, today, uh, I get paid, hubby gets paid, and we're just over that hump. Of course, right about now, too, the last 2 nights, he has had a sinus cold that would just about wallop you. I don't know. I know I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I have absolutely no idea what it is with this area, but people get sick here 5 times more than anywhere else. And he is so susceptible to sinus colds and sinus infections, and it looks like that's what this is. Of course, it's just as we're getting over that hump, which seems to be a cyclical thing. Um, and I'm kind of worried about his job because he's had to call in twice now. So it's one of those things of I'm crossing my fingers, hoping he doesn't lose his freaking job, because it seems he gets sick here, and the companies here are just like they are back east, even though everybody gets sick here more often than anywhere else. At least anywhere else that I've been. So that's my current tale of woe. If he remains this way, because we've been dosing him with Theraflu and letting him get some sleep. But if he remains this way, I'm going to take him to the doctor either tomorrow or on Saturday, try to get a doctor's note, so that his job knows exactly what's going on, and hopefully that will save our butts. Of course, we'll still be missing 2 or 3 days from his check, but I'd rather that than him not have a job at all. So cross your fingers for us on that one. Today I wrote a check so that we could have actual real food, and it was lovely. And I pulled $10 for my eldest so that he could go to his Detective Pikachu movie and have stuff from the concession stand, because honestly, what is a movie if there's no popcorn and a soda? Come on now. You have to, especially with the extra butter, you have to have the popcorn. It's a thing. Yes, it's outrageously expensive, but it's something that is needed when you go to a movie. I mean, if you're going to bring candy, you buy it at a convenience store and sneak it in your pockets, but other than that, I mean, if you're going to go see a movie, you kind of have to have popcorn and a soda. I mean, that's movie fare. So, he had his concert this week, too. Together we managed to scrounge up enough change so that he could get something at the food court after he did his concert. I think he was kind of worried about it, but he seems to be, kind of happy with how it all turned out. He was like, I don't think I really did that great, but he had a good time. So I guess that's kind of the main point. His grades are coming up. He's been doing what's known as a flex program. I think it's like a study hall. And he's been getting a lot of his stuff caught up there. It's a lot of B minuses, a C or two, a D in orchestra, which I technically can't yell about because he's getting a D for the things I used to get Ds for, which is not completing his practice sheets. That's one thing I actually cannot say anything to him about because I was just as bad about it. But other than that, his grades are better than they have been for the last couple of years. So I'm definitely not going to scream too hard about that. The youngest took his 4th grade tests, and he managed to break the nose thing on his glasses. And I'm like, that's excellent. So I have to figure out a way to glue that back together. And hope that whatever glue I pick doesn't run and melt, because that would really suck. But yeah, I don't know how he managed to do it either. But he's done his 4th grade tests, and things are going pretty well for me at work. For a hubby, it's a headache, He even walked up and told his supervisor on Wednesday night, he was like, you need 2 people in my section. I am 1 person. I'm not going to kill myself for $12 an hour. It's just not going to happen. You need at least 2 people here. This is the hardest section in the store. You've said it. I need at least 1 other person helping me out. And then, of course, he got sick. And, of course, I got frustrated, and all I could see is just this endless cycle of he gets sick or some other tragedy happens, or, I mean, he just has no luck with jobs here. Or the job that he's working at loses their minds and decides they want to downgrade and go with people who are cheaper, which has actually happened here. So all I could just see is just this cycle. Just as we're getting over that hump, here comes the cycle again. But I know if they really like him at his job. So hopefully everything will work out. He's like, my entire face hurts. It feels like somebody hit me in the head and my entire face hurts. Now, illnesses here come at the drop of a hat. I swear they do. I mean, you turn around, everybody's sick. So I'm thinking he really has either a very, very nasty sinus cold or he has a sinus infection, which means I have to take him to the doctor, which is $75, not to mention antibiotics and everything else it goes with. Loads of fun. Oh my gosh. But we have to get him better, more than anything. I have to get him better just so he feels better. I was hoping when he had those teeth pulled that this kind of shit would stop happening, but he's always had sinus issues as well as bronchial issues. So here he's not getting so many, bronchial issues like bronchitis or pneumonia, which is a good thing. But he's getting a lot of sinus issues. The air here, I mean, you'd think being the desert, it really wouldn't be that bad aside from being dry, but no. The allergies here are insane, and the air here is actually bad. It's like we went from one valley to another. I have no idea. I have no idea. We threw the dart, and we thought that it worked. Oh well. I have people at my workplace trying to encourage me to get hired on full-time as a clerk where I'm at. And I'm like, but I'm already here. And they're like, yeah, but there's job opening for your exact job, so you need to go ahead and get on that. These are the same people who came up to me today and asked, did you turn in your notice? And I'm like, no, should I have? What's going on here? But one of the ladies down in shipping who is also a temp, I guess turned in her notice. I certainly hope that wherever she goes, she's happy. She's a nice lady. She's a little bit quirky, but I can't say anything because I'm a weirdo. And she's just super lovely, so I hope wherever she goes, she's like super happy. She definitely deserves some happiness. But I guess the rumor was going around that there was a temp who was leaving, and I guess they were kind of freaking out, and they were like, well, we'd rather her than you. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's, I guess, good, and yet, I didn't know exactly how to feel about that. I still don't. But tomorrow we both get paid. Bills will be taken care of. I need to remind myself to call AT&T. I think my contract is up, which means I can upgrade or get a lesser contract or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to go talk with them and find out, which will be interesting. But other than that, work seems to be doing okay. Kiddos are doing fine. I just didn't, I mean, I know that I'm supposed to be posting more, but I didn't want to do this whole woe is me all the week, because that's pretty much what I've been doing for like the last 6 weeks. And I'm really sick of doing that. I'm thinking here by Saturday, I shouldn't be working. I'm like, this Saturday I don't want to work. Come on now, guys. So this Saturday I'm probably going to try to get that GoFundMe launched off again. It'll be the same one, but I'm going to try to get it some speed momentum. So if you guys see that post float by on Facebook, if you can, just please share it. I'd like to be able to get these 2 ladies paid back, and that's been kind of slacking the last couple of weeks as I've been going through my whole woe is me. I have been a bear to live with for the last 2 days. Hubby got sick, and I feel so bad because the first thought that went through my head was like, oh great, now what? which is horrible. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. That's horrible. And I'm worried for him, and I'm just was just like sick and angry for him, and I'm like, this is utterly ridiculous. We're both so fucking tired of this cycle, and he's tired of being the guy that gets kicked every freaking time whenever the cycle goes around. So just keep your fingers crossed for him, please, and send a lot of love, hope, and healing thoughts. He is super pissed off right now, and he is just super, super ill. The poor man can't even open up his eyes because light is like screwing him up. And it just sounds like a really intense migraine on top of a sinus cold, because all of his reactions are migraine-like. I mean, light sucks, certain sounds suck, and just, it's a really intense headache, but it's also, he's completely stuffed up at the same time, and I'm like, that just sounds like a really, really, really bad sinus cold or infection, along with migraine symptoms, which they could be causing the migraine symptoms. We just really need Medicare for all. We really do. So this poor guy can go to the doctor without us both worrying, or the kiddos can go to the doctor without us worrying about craziness. I mean, that would be nice. But yeah, just keep your fingers crossed for my poor guy. But I plan to probably clean my house and do a whole lot of nothing this weekend. Stay up way too late, that kind of thing. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Stay up way too late and actually have cinnamon rolls in the morning. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, I love cinnamon rolls. But we're just getting over the hump. So keep your fingers crossed we're not going through the cycle again. I know his workplace likes him, so I'm hoping they understand exactly what's going on. That he's not calling out of work to be an asshole. He's actually calling out of work because he's not well. I just wish that there was a way for him to stay well here. That would be nice. So, yeah, here I am finally posting. Like I said I would. I actually had an idea for who contests cold coffee, but it was over like 2 weeks ago. Poor Payne hasn't been able to do anything because she's been so swamped at work, so I kind of don't want to ask her, can I write something for it and post it? Is that cool? Or if I should just post it as a one-off and just let it be, because she's super swamped. So lots of love to you, sweetie. I know exactly what it is you're going through. I have 2 or 3 of my friends who are just having a super rough time of it. And I am keeping up. I am reading. I'm being really horrible about commenting the last couple of days, but I am reading, and I'm keeping you all in my heart. I hope you know that. I'm always pulling for you. Even when I'm woe is meing and worrying about what's going on at home, I'm also, really tuned into you guys, and I'm keeping tabs on you, and I'm sending lots of love and hope your way. As always, you know exactly where to find me. At least half of you have my email. I miss all of you guys so much. Whenever I can't get right with you and just answer posts and do all the things that I want to do. But I'm just so glad to be here more often. Now I just need to get in the habit of posting more often. I'll definitely be updating you guys on what's going on with hubby and letting you know whether or not I do work Saturday. I really hope I don't. We still haven't seen the end of Gotham. I don't really know if I want that kind of closure yet. My eldest has been bugging me, but are we going to watch the end of Gotham? No. I want to see Endgame in the theaters, because it is the last of the Avengers movies. Just gotta find the time and the wherewithal to be able to do that, and a moment when poor hubby does not have his head coming off the top of his shoulders. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do that sometime soon, because trying to skip spoilers out in the wide world is kind of crazy making. But those are plans. just got done watching Happy. If you guys have not seen the show, you're going to have to catch up. I mean, it is just completely insane and loads and loads and loads of fun. To be warned, it is extremely gory. It is extremely screwed up in every way possible. I'm also catching up with, I'm rewatching Lucifer because Netflix just came out with season 4, and I'm like, I want to be all caught up with Lucifer. I could never write for Lucifer, though there are times that I really wish I could, because Maze, come on now, who doesn't love Maze? If you don't know who Maze is, well, I guess you're just going to have to watch Lucifer. I'm so pissed because one of the channels that we had went out for weeks, so I haven't been able to catch the blacklist. Well, I was watching it through DirecTV on laptop, and then everything went crazy, and I lost track of time, and they only hold so many episodes, and Hulu only holds so many episodes, and Netflix has to wait for the season to end before they can get it. So it looks like I'm going to have to wait for the season to end to watch all of the blacklist. So I'm kind of pissed about that, because I'm like, what? I just wanted to see the blacklist. I already know this season's going to be banging, and I need my dose of Reddington. To top it all off, I still haven't seen the 13th Doctor. I have absolutely no idea how to get a hold of it. And every time I try to catch it on BBCA, it's like, it's just not there. There's no Doctor Who playing, which is like super weird for me. But I am trying to catch up. The Muse is sparking, so I'm guessing if she does have an AA coin, that bitch is going in the gutter soon. She just needs to be my drunken, stupid, crazy-ass whore, and she needs to get back and, like, tell me what the fuck is going on and what we're going to be writing today. I am seeing so many interesting things out there, new games, things like that, that remind me once again why I did not write my own futuristic novel, because everybody else out there is doing it way better. So, hopefully one day I will be writing again. I've got the ideas. It's just I don't know how to word anymore, it seems. Yeah, that's an actual thing. But I am watching way too much television. I am reading books again, though. I'm finally getting around to Discworld. I need to find a way to get a hold of Good Omens. I probably need to make a trip to the library to be able to do that if I can find it. But I really need to read Good Omens because I do plan to manage to find a way to get a hold of that as well, so I can actually watch it. Yeah, I think it's about it in my little world. Hubby's sick. Called in last 2 days. Week has been crazy. We are almost over the hump. Summer is coming way too close. The kids are asking me about Mother's Day, and I'm trying to hide the fact that Mother's Day is this Sunday. Yeah, because I don't want them to feel obligated to go, you know, we're not worthy or something at me. I'm like, every day is Mother's Day, dude. I'm not worried about it. And work is going good. I am still completely insane. I will try to post more often. I will try one day to wrench myself away from video games and other various forms of distracting and lovely entertainment so that I can get back to writing again. That is, if I can get my musey drunk and chained down enough that we can make this happen. Until then, I will be answering posts here soon and trying to keep everybody caught up more. I'm almost getting good at it, guys. Almost. I'm almost getting good at it again. I'm doing at least one post a week. So, you know, there's that. But until I see you all again, as you know, take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. Know that I am always thinking of you, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Extra special love and hugs to those who need it. I'll catch you guys later.